Hello. Right. Hello, welcome to our classic Sunday live stream. Oh, better turn myself down, just double checking that the stream actually works. But welcome all to our second part in the series installment of. The second installment in the series, even, of Pillars of Eternity Deadfire 2. I should put animations there like and fireworks. But yes, welcome to the second part. Thank you very much for joining us today on our classic Sunday live stream. We are here to watch Irony and myself play Pillars of Eternity. Now, as you may have noticed, Irony isn't here at the moment. She's not feeling well, still recovering from surgery, but I'm here to take you through and guide us all through the process. So we still have, let me cut to the game. We still have here, while it loads up, we've got Mercy here, the Druid Ranger, and then we've got this one here, Adar. I believe there's a fighter rogue swashbuckler. We have over here Kiki the Lion, yeah, rawr. And we have Jyoti, who is a monk cleric, I believe. And obviously we've got the party pick called Cosmo, I think it is, which is just a little special kind of. Let me just edit the sound there. The Cosmo, tiny little pig there, you can see, I'll hover around it, there you go, that little guy, oh. Cosmo is just a gift, free little gift thing that I got by kind of purchasing it really early and getting all the DLC. I don't know, it's really cool, it has +1 constitution, so I'm good with that. Right, so, let's have a quick look, remind ourselves what we've got to do. Oh yeah, we've got to meet the captain, the gentleman who is in charge of the area, but in the meantime, let's have a bit of a conversation with some people.
Any of us could be next.
Perko, Blanca. Don't tell me you're here to complain.
Ooh, are we here to complain? I don't think so.
They're recruiting right off the docks. You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
So, just a reminder where we were last time. We just walked into town and we'd found that the Juana were basically kind of shouting and complaining about the citizens as one of theirs had been murdered. We'd collected a couple of companions, so as I said, we've got Jyoti, voiced by the fantastic Laura Bailey, and we've got Adar, voiced by the brilliant Matthew Mercer, and we've got, I believe, the character, I'll hover over it, so the character portrait is Keyleth from season 1 of Critical Role, because I can do, and the voice is voiced by Laura Bailey doing Vexalia, the ranger from season 1 of Critical Role, and I thought it was appropriate seeing as Mercy is a druid ranger, obviously with Kiki there, named after our dog. Right, so let's have a look. So are we here to complain because they're doing stuff? Just go, what's going on? I was hoping you might be able to help me. Actually, I would like to complain. You're being incredibly rude. Or leave. I can see you're busy. Now, we'll inquire what's going on. What's up, mate? What's happening?
One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worst for it.
Oh no. Oh no. Gestures to the doorway.
Now every nationale in town bets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Aumaua. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa.
Thank you very much for joining, Toby. Appreciate that. It is play along with Dave time. You are quite right. You guys, as it says in the description and all the social media, you guys get to make the decisions on what we pick. Last week, it was kind of leaning towards a little bit of an evil side. We were being a little bit, short with people, but we're all good. I'm fine with that. It is you guys who do get to make the decision as to what we select. But there is only one option.
I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Oh, Darbo makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture and turns away. Alright, mate, this is a family live stream, there's no need for that. Right, let's have a quick walk inside, let's see what's going on, let's have a chat. Oh, hey, Sheep, how's it going? Lovely to have you here and join. Please join in and let's have some fun. This is a play-along series. This is installment 2. We've widened our group a little bit. The kind of last one was the tutorial we went through, which was okay. But, I mean, it's kind of a little bit better now, I'd say. Please do let me know how we're sounding and how it's all looking. If there is anything I could do, so turn down the game audio, turn myself up, whatever you would like, just let me know. Obviously not using the mic is not funny. Before anyone suggests that, I know, you guys. So, yes, just please let us know how sounding. I've got my sound technician on call. Oh, here we go. Because who just lets a lion walk in? Seriously. Right, let's have a quick wonder what's going on. Oh, look at that. He's got a load of stuff. Come on. No. Oh, I'm not allowed to. What is that? Ooh.
Can I try your mask on?
Mate, that's my face. That's a bit harsh. It's no need to be rude about it, mate. Alright, let's have a look. What's he got? Let's have a quick look. I don't know if it's stealing. I count it as not. I count it as acquiring for personal use. I'm sure he doesn't need it. I'm sure. Stop. We'll get back into the controls of this one. What have we got here? Valian clothing. Ooh, a Valian hat. Now, I can't actually wear hats due to my character type, but everyone else can. Let's have a hat. We don't need that, we've got armor.
Of course.
Right, let's head in. Okay. Oh, who's there? We are, mate. Team.
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in bed is a young Valian man. The first thing you notice is that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring at you with one good eye.
Exactly how he feels. Yeah, a lot of folks just the same way.
Classic Matt.
What is this? Why is one of the godlike in my house?
So he's referring to the race that Mercy is. Mercy is a godlike. She is the moon, I believe. Moon godlike. So guys, should we go for one? What happened to you? Ouch, nice shiner. I'm just looking around, or I'll leave you to it, mate. Oh, that is refreshing. It's been absolutely brutal in the heat. Oh, one. What happened to you? Okay. It's been absolutely ruthless, and because of the sound, and because of this really sensitive mic, I've had to shut the window, so it's absolutely boiling in this room right now. But also the Dagoos are outside the door, which is why the door's shut, so it's just locking the heat in. Oh, 2. Right. 2. Ouch, nice shiner. Okay, let's give it a minute in case someone else wants to jump in. The deciding factor. But if you guys do want me to do anything specific, obviously at the moment we are currently on the first, the basic tutorial island. Yeah, they dedicate a whole island to tutorial, which is absolutely ruthless. But there is a fair amount of mechanics that we do have to kind of get across and come to. So, you know, they are quite generous in giving you the island to explore. But if there is any way you guys would like me to do, anything you would like to go, I've kind of got an idea of where we kind of want to head. But obviously, if you guys have any plans, please let me know. Okay, it seems currently split 50-50 with 1 and 2. We will flip the scent of decision making as per last week. Right, we'll go for, let's have a quick look here. Bloke in a hat. I think he's a farmer, I don't know. Bloke in a hat as number 1. And then bloke without a hat but a really great hairstyle, kind of like combed back, as number 2. So let's have a... What's the ghost bunny? It's a ghost pig. The ghost pig... Oh, let me have a look. Oh, okay, it is number 1. For the coin, it's number 1.
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere.
Okay. Just before we do continue, sorry to explain, the ghost pig is a little kind of extra I got from basically getting the game when it first came out. I downloaded pretty much all the expansions. I got the completist section of that they offered, so all the DLCs they had out and all that stuff. I got a ghost pig. So every single campaign I go on, every character I make, they always have the ability to have this pig. Now, the pig realistically doesn't do much, apart from it gives you +1 Constitution party-wide. So everyone has a bonus to Constitution from this tiny cosmic pig. And it's called Cosmo. I didn't name it, it's just what it comes at. But it's cool, and it's great to have.
I had not spoken a word to her, the mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head and you see there, it is scabbed over, you see that there is even a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh has been torn away from his left ear.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away. Bold as anything.
Oh wow. So, number 1, do we go with that's awful? Number 2, so you lost a bar fight? No need to whine about it. Number 3, we use the... What skill is that? It is the Streetwise skill that we do have. And you should always ditch the jewelry before a fight. Or were you cheating or something? What do we want to go for? All 3. Use that Streetwise skill from Toby there. Yeah, you get that from our background. I can't actually remember what I chose that background to be. We'll double check that. All 3 as well. So New Sheep's going for 3. I will double check and see what the background was because I can't actually remember. I know that I think I chose to be part of the Valatian Empire, I think, but I'm not sure. Also, I am eyeing up that chest there, just in case. Okay. Just give it a minute, just in case. Right. So quickly, I am actually eyeing up that chest just in case there's anything good in there. We've also got what appears to be a clothes hamper over there, which may have some good stuff in, but obviously we don't want to be too looty straight away. So we'll have to have a look and see what we can do. Obviously, I mean, if his back's turned and he's beat up, we might be able to get something out there, but I'm not sure about that one, but we'll have a look. Okay, yeah, it does seem to be 3 is the overstanding.
It was not a fair contest to begin with.
Ah, he was wasted. Mate, you cannot have a bar fight and then whine about it afterwards if you are absolutely hammered. That's on you, mate.
The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and I...
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing. Yeah, there is like a high level of racism in this kind of town. I don't really know why, but we'll have to find out. Well, obviously I know why I haven't played the game before, but this character, Mercy, doesn't know why. So, continue.
I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
Oh, mate, don't bring your son into this. His already bruised purple face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. Guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Oh, wow. What a lad. So, he is offering us the ability to earn some coin now, which is good. But do we go for 1? Maybe I can reason this one. Where should I start? Or 2, I'm always up for a good fight. Or, I'll think about it. And yes, you are quite correct. We do always gotta check the chest. There should be a tagline of just this entire campaign. Gotta check the chest. But what we feeling? Are we gonna go with, hey, you know, let's reason? Oh, she's on board the reason train. Do we want to go for a fight, punch? Oh, so's Toby. I feel like this group this week's a lot nicer than the ones last week. I probably would have straight up just stabbed. But okay, a couple of people on one there. Sweet. I don't like. I'm just looking at Kiki. Kiki's made herself well at home. I know this is very much like the dog we own, and she will eventually be on the live stream when she's kind of recovered from her surgery as well. Everyone's had surgery, but you know, she is well just laid out on what looks to be an expensive Persian rug. And like my cosmic pig, I mean, I don't really know if it's. I think it's ethereal. I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't, like, you can't pick it up. But like an actual lion pawing at the carpet like it's doing, I'm not sure they're going to appreciate that. Oh, what, you don't lie down again, mate. Oh, Kiki, absolute nightmare. Right, appears number one does appear to be the most selected.
Okay. I imagine she's back in her village, feeling proud of herself moving out. Follow the road as it bends north, then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
Ooh. With that, he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted. Right, let's have a quick. Oh, okay. So that will be stealing. If we try and take anything out of these, that little mask symbol means we will be stealing. So necessarily, while he is there, it probably isn't the greatest idea. We may come back for that. But we have been given a task to do. Now, what we can do is we can certainly jump straight upon that task now, or we can look around the rest of the village because, as I said, there's a tavern we haven't been in. We haven't been shopping, and also the governor has asked to see ourselves. So let's have a quick look at the local map. So yeah, we're here. This is the gentleman's house. We've got here the governor's estate where we've been asked to go and have a word in regards to the current situation. We've got this here, which is the jail. Now, a little bit of inside knowledge. I know there's something that happens beyond this section of the thing up there. So this is actually the whole city. This is just a part of the region we're in. But also there's the trading post, so you can go do a bit of shopping as well at the market also. And there's a pub. So, where do you guys want to go? Do you want to carry on with the quest we've got, or do you want to collect it a little bit, have a little bit more of a look round town? Because we haven't really explored so far. What we'd like to do. Now, I do know we do have to pick up some supplies, so whatever we do, we will have to go to the market. So we'll pop over to the market now, because we do have to pick up some supplies for the ship. That is just some... Oh, I think that's a trader there. That is just something we do have to do. Oh, mate, you're not... Oh, what? I'm looking for a trader. Is this guy a trader? No, we'll find out in a second. Yeah, mate, you willing to trade with a bloke who has a lion?
Swords,
You are.
shields, find them here.
Right, sweet. It does appear to be the general consensus of
Wise and prudent decision.
correct the quest and go around here. Oh, have I? Right. So, let's have a quick look. Right, inns. Oh, let's see what it says about inns. It said multiple purposes that can be found through Deadfire. Any inn, you can access a store, rent a room, recruit adventurers and crew. Stunning. You can retrain characters and manage the party as per usual. Basically, you can just do stuff. Like, you can recruit random people, if we would like. So, we can kind of retrain some people if we feel like we want to kind of adjust what they're at. Or we can kind of have a look through and see what we're feeling. Ooh, let's have a quick look. What have we got down here? Now, I don't nearly have 12,000 gold, but I'm intrigued as to what it is. It's a hunting bow that's exceptional. That might be something to keep an eye on, but it is rather expensive. I have 400 gold at the moment. Really not enough. Now, I do have a lot of stuff we can sell. So, I mean, I've kind of like, Jotty doesn't really have much because she doesn't really need it. Also, I can use a gun. I don't know if a ranger should use a gun, but we can do, if you would like. But let's have a look, what have we got? So we've got food there, we've got some firecrackers and stuff. Realistically, we've got 2 of those. We don't really need 2. We're never going to use that in a million years. That is also absolute trash. Dagger, everyone's got better than that. We're never going to use a wand. That's also awful. I am kind of looking through keeping a lot of the food and stuff, because a lot of equipment and things we can actually use, and every time you rest you have to consume and eat. So at the moment I'm just kind of selling some stuff which we don't necessarily ever are going to use in a million years. Now that will be something we potentially may use, because the character may just have awful armour. Scepter, we're probably never going to use that, are we? I mean, everyone's kitted out pretty well. I'm keeping that just in case we do end up getting a martial character ever, who's kind of like a tank. Right, so he's offering 200 gold for that. So I mean, what have we got here? Scale armour. Is it any better than what we've got? I don't really think so. That, on the other hand, is a lot better. I'm rating 9. Yeah, I think we might get one of those. What else do we have here? Large shield. Deflection 12. Now, I am going to purchase a couple of those. Only because 2 of us do have shields in our set, and it would be nicer to have a better one. Now, rapiers. They're okay. I mean, it's not as good as what I've currently got, and I don't think it's as good as what Adar's got. But let's have a quick look through just in case they've got anything special. Oh, we could have an arquebus. Wow. If only. I mean, that's okay. It's not the best. Do get bonuses with hunting bows, which is why I'm kind of sticking to that style. But I mean, you know, if we do want to use a blunderbuss, or even a pistol, which we do have in our set anyway, that might not be bad. Now, what have we got here? Okay, so this area effect cone, which does ice. Is it? Oh, it pushes. Right. So it's cold damage and push, which is not bad to have. Yeah, it looks like kind of down here it is getting a little bit expensive, isn't it? Okay, we'll hold off for now. What? Oh, nothing for the boat. No. Okay. So basically, what these are just dictate is kind of the standard item slots, really. But we'll trade all those for that. That seems good to me. Okay. Just so we can kind of kit our team out a little bit. Now, the reason I've done this is because, as you can see, it is 8. So we have kind of 8 deflection. So like early kind of D&D, the stats are sorted into things like fortitude, deflection, accuracy, things like that. So with us actually getting kind of a large shield doing a better job, it's not actually a bad shout. Oh my god, game. It's not actually a bad shout to kind of swap it out. And I mean, as you can see here, the armor rating is 7 against 5 against slash and shock. So slashing damage we're resistant to and shock. But I mean, this one is piercing, corroding, and 9. So we are kind of, you know, increasing our base armor against everything by 8. So I'm going to pop that on there. Because look at that. That is stunning. Right, now we can assist our friend Monsieur Mercer, or Adar, as he also has a shield. But let's kind of give him a better one. Where's it gone again? Oh, I hate this. I hate this menu so much because every time you put stuff into it, it just reorganises. Oh, God. Right. There we go. Switch for me. Yeah. Yeah, successful. Right, so he's got 7 there against Pierce and Corrode again. Now, this here is 7, but it's shock and armor. Now, I'm going to keep him what he is now, but depending on what we go up against, we've got that as an option. Now, it's not really in use to swap her out of her vestments yet, because she gets the same bits from these rags as she does from wearing a breastplate. So, It's not necessary to kind of enhance agility. But... oh no! Oh, I'm sorry, sheep. Well, apologies. I hope your computer kind of gets sorted and fixed soon. But thank you very much for joining us on Xbox and phone. I sincerely appreciate the commitment to the stream. But right, what we're going to do now is just kind of head this way. We'll head up to speak to the governor, as he asked us to do. He's got a quest probably related to the Wana. And that's probably something we should get on with alongside, because you can probably kill 2 birds, 1 stone, or even kind of 2 birds, 1 blunderbuss, if you will. But that is one thing in this game. So with rangers and anyone who uses kind of ranged weaponry, they can use a gun, which I think is absolutely stunning. What have you got here? Let's have a chat with. I mean, you know, let's wander around, see if there's anything we can be acquiring. You know, let's not do things for free. Let's have a chat just in case. Hey, do you want to have a conversation with 4 people? Well, 3 people, a lion and a pig. No. Oh right. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Right. Okay, ship morale. Now this is the kind of stuff we're after, because you do have to take into consideration in this game that we are going to get a ship. Now, we have destroyed 1 ship already, so why the game thinks we're going to be great with another, I don't know. But further down the line, you do get a ship, and you do have to take into consideration the inventory and your stock as you're going along. So it is a little bit of resource management alongside RPG, which is nice, but you do have to take into consideration morale, because people can turn against you and it's not fun. Now, rice wine I will have anyway, because it's fun. And the game's not telling me it's stealing, so I count that as all okay. Right, let's have a quick look here.
The order's too tall.
Ooh, this appears to be some form of kitchen. Let's see, are you willing to give me food at all? Are you willing to talk to a lion? No? Okay. Right, let's have a look. What have we got here? Okay, so that's to make the cup of tea, which is good. We can use that, and sugar is always welcome. Now see here, if I were to take grog, that would be stealing. And that's not necessarily what I want to be doing in a governor's house at the moment. When we are further down the line or about to leave the island, by all means we can reconsider options at that point. But because we are about to get a quest, see, it's not allowing us to go this way, that's so sad. But because we are about to get a quest, it's probably an idea to not kind of nick stuff directly off the governor. Right. Okay, is there anything? Yeah. Ooh. Okay, this is stealing, so I can have a look. Nothing hugely there that I would want to steal for. It's just something to kind of, you know, take a look down. See, it's okay. It's 16 gold, but it's not something that I would necessarily warrant, stealing for.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
He spreads his hands in a subdued flourish. I don't know if that's a subdued flourish. I'm not sure.
I'd like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie.
Oh!
Don't worry. I'm only here on account of her.
She bobs her head in my direction. You're welcome.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
Gloria's tone is polite, but there's a strange edge to his wide smile as he turns from Jyoti to address me. Us. You.
Quite the event. Receiving one of the godlike in our little town.
So,
perhaps it will take the people's minds off recent events.
godlike are very rare in terms of kind of racial. I mean, there are kind of clans and groups out there, but they aren't seen very often. Part of the reason why I wanted to go for that, just so we stand out, just a little bit special. Other reason is because of the abilities. So when our character, I should say, goes down to kind of low health, it gets an immediate burst of healing for the team as well. So it's quite nice.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty.
He's basically talking about when we got accused of being pirates.
Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He again spreads his hands in an apologetic manner. He quite likes spreading hands. I mean, So, number 1, should we go strange events? Number 2, I'm on an important mission. I need to leave the island ASAFP. Number 3, I understand you said you could help me. And number 4, no need to talk my ear off, mate. What are we feeling? Oh dear. I don't actually, I was meaning to check actually before, but I don't know, before I even go to that, I was going to look to see if Pillars of Eternity is on the sale in Steam, because I know there's a massive sale on at the moment, because I've just picked up a few quality gems, but I'm not actually sure if this one is on Steam, but by all means I would recommend downloading, because I paid full price for it, and I have never looked back. I absolutely love this game, and I think it's well worth it for anyone who does want to play and loves RPGs. It's very nice. Oh, got a couple of votes for 1 there. Okay. Sweet. But, yeah, I mean, as I say, it's slightly different to a lot of other RPGs I've played, purely because, as I say, you can you can change your party. So whereas normally you can just kind of, you know, like, get people involved, you can go, hey, I'm looking for a specific singular class. In this one, it's kind of the only one I've found where you can multi-class the entire party. So I know with things like King's Amalur. Oh, hey Kitty, how's it going? Lovely to have you. Thank you very much for joining the stream. We're just making a decision, Kitty, so please jump in. What would you like us to do, number 1? So what we're being asked is basically the governor is apologising for the people basically yelling at us, calling us pirates. And it's basically gone, oh, we're all a little on edge, you know, trying to play it off. So we've got 4 options. Number 1 is strange events. Number 2 is I'm on an important mission. I need to leave the island as quickly as possible. Number 3 is I understand you said you could help me. Or number 4 is no need to talk my ear off, mate. But please vote in the comments, and we'll continue on. And you guys get to, as I said before, you guys get to influence how we play the game, what we say, what we do. But yeah, so with this one, apart from Kingdoms of Amalur, which I know is a game you can multi-class, well, a game I was actually playing about kind of an hour ago. But yeah, it's a game where you can multi-class your character into whatever you would like. But I've never come across any other RPG where you can actually multi-class your entire team, which is lovely. Which game is this? It is called Pillars of Eternity Deadfire 2. Sorry, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire even. It's the second instalment. What do you mean it won't play on the computer? What? The stream won't play on your computer? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know if it's set something to our stream or not, but it should be perfectly fine. I mean, it's meant to be streaming quite live on YouTube, so I apologise, guys. But yeah, it's Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. It's an RPG, sprawling RPG, I should say, where you get to combine any number of things you would like to do. You basically get a boat later on, and you travel around the world trying to save it. But it does appear to be number 1 being the rule majority. There's strange events.
Well, quite a few people here in Port Marge claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm.
Clario winces. Now, the giant he's talking about, for those who haven't actually watched the first one in this series, I recommend going back and watching our live stream from, I think it was last week. So, the giant is basically a god who was from the first game, who is kind of wreaking havoc and walking through the world destroying stuff. Most people haven't actually seen it, because he's not quite so he's passed round this island, but a lot of people haven't seen it, so they are in disbelief.
I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories.
Number 1. That wasn't a giant, that was Eothas, which is the god. Number 2, a giant? Where did it go? And number 3, right, stories. Sure. Sure, mate. What would you guys like? But, oh, I'm just watching my pig just strut up and down like it owns the place. Look at that. Look at Cosmo just having an absolute whale of a time snorting and running. Oh, Kiki's decided to make herself at home again. I am more surprised in this game that no one ever comments upon any form of animal that walks along beside you. Because I played the game before as a ranger and a chanter, so like Ranger Bard, because of the amount of summons you can do, it's ridiculous. But I played it and had a bear, and the bear could barely fit through this doorway. And it kind of like, you could just see the game going, oh my god, seriously? And it just kind of, it waddled in, and then just kind of took up so much space. And no one ever commented on it at all, and it could barely get through anywhere. But it always made it through, but it was a close call. But yeah, no one ever comments upon, like I'm strutting around the place with the lion. Like, who goes, yes, that's a genius idea, unless you're the owner of the lion, but you know. Oh, okay, a couple of 3s voted there. We'll give it another minute there. But I find it very strange that no one ever comments upon any part of your retinue. Like, whether it be, they sometimes in dialogue comment upon, like, people that they don't have great relations with. Oh, another vote for 3 there. But, I mean, a lot of the time it's not kind of hugely mentioned at this point in the game. It does get better as you go along. So what actually happens is your inter-party relationships build and grow, and you can make people hate each other really quickly. As I found out, basically just by clicking the wrong thing or doing something someone doesn't like. You know how in Telltale games it goes, this person will remember it. They go, yeah, they don't just remember it. They really, really kind of use snide comments against it. Oh, have I dyed my hair again? Yes, I have done. I had it rainbow for about a week, and it kind of washed out really quick. So I've redone it yesterday. So I've got in here, I've got a bit of what's it called? Cerise in there, and a nice kind of bit of alpine blue is what it's called. So yeah, I did that yesterday. Had a great time. But it does appear to be 3 is the oversigning. Yes, I genuinely always. Wow.
Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports.
It was a real rough landing.
Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor.
Yeah, it wasn't actually the pirates that got us, it was the storm. We well took out the pirates. We may have lost that gentleman. Yes, I am. I feel like I have been living with Irony too long. I have started changing my hair every week because I'm bored. So I will tell Irony that. But yeah, so on this one, so it wasn't the pirates that got us. We dealt with the pirates. It was the storm immediately after that wrecked our ship. Now we did lose one of our crew. Shame, but we saved loot, and that's what matters. We had the option. We're good people.
All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
I am the Lady of Caed Nua. Couldn't I owe you a favour? Or, what could I do for you? I've literally just got here. Number 3, I'd be happy to help in any way I can. Number 4, I get it. Things have fallen apart and you need me to save you. And number 5, I'm not interested in making bargains. What are you feeling? Hello, thank you very much to the person who's just joined the stream. Welcome. You're watching me, Dave from YDK BTR Play. Oh, Toby, I think, apologies, it may have been yourself. Number 4 and number 4. Okay, yeah, we're feeling a little bit of sass today, are we? Right, okay. Okay. We'll go for number 4 then.
I would not put it just so, but let's move on.
Doesn't like that.
I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them.
Right. Okay.
There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here.
That is a fine line I think everyone should walk, Toby. A little bit of kindness, a little bit of sass.
You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
Right. So, do you want to go with number 1? I know the Luminous Ardra trade. I suppose... I know that Luminous Ardra is supposed to house more concentrated essence. We use our metaphysics skill there that we have. Number 2 is we use our historic skill, book reading, where I go, I know Luminous Ardra, or Adra, is native to the Deadfire, which is the location and kind of region that we're in at the moment. Number 3, I'm the Watcher. I've dealt with the Ardra before. Number 4 is I know a little bit about Ardra. Or number 5, what's Luminous Ardra? Now, in this, I believe, I've never actually played the first game. I can't seem to kind of get a copy of it. I don't know if it's online. I haven't checked online. I've just been trying to get like kind of basic disc copies because I love disc copies. It's just like having a book. You know, it's just nice to have the solid thing there. But I believe in the first game, they did deal a little bit with the Luminous Ardra. I believe there are a couple of battles, I think, in my reading, but I may have been completely making that up. It's been a long time since I've read the history of it, but there is at least some dealings with the Luminous Ardra. So if we go, what's Luminous Ardra? We're kind of playing coy. Oh, number 2, Kitty loves going with a little bit of the book reading history there. I'm just looking at Kiki. She's always 1. We want to go metaphysics there for she. We've got a good kind of rounded skill base for this character, to be fair. I don't know if it'll let me show it now. No, I won't. We'll have a look at that after. Oh, 3. Oh, no. We've split 3 ways at the moment. Oh, no. Absolute disaster. I don't have a 3-sided coin. Okay. Am I going to have to tie break this? We'll go with the history. We'll pretend to play a little bit coy, I think.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
Right, number 1, how valuable? Number 2, how does one go about refining Adra or Ardra? And number 3, get to the point, Clario. That's not a bad shout, yeah. Kind of 4-sided dice and roll 3 times. I don't actually have my dice on me at the moment, they're downstairs. But, Toby's gone for 3, so get to the point, mate. Seriously, come on. Hurry up with this chit-chat. Oh, she's gone for how valuable. Yeah, that is a point. Want to make sure that we are getting a fair deal. Oh, okay. She's gone for 1 as well. Yeah, 1 feels okay. 1 feels to be the tempo of the stream at the moment.
Valuable enough to make sailing across the world seem like a sound investment.
Ah, right. So he's looking to basically kind of, you know, well, puts a retinue into his ships.
We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture up until very recently.
Why do I feel that this is getting shiftier by the minute? Why do I feel like this governor is kind of doing stuff under the table?
we sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise.
Right, so animancy, as it highlights there very handily, is kind of the science of soul manipulation. So it's kind of like essence is from soul, basically, and it's kind of refining that process, and it's incredibly valuable in this world. There is actually a type of character that plays upon that a lot. It would be incredibly boring if he wasn't doing some kind of under the deal trading, under the table trading, or not under the deal trading. That's what on earth are you talking about, Dave? But yeah, so in kind of certain areas it says there, like Drywood, where the first one was set, and the Valian Republic, where I believe our character's from. It is banned, but it is a type of magic and kind of witchcraft that would take people's souls and craft it into different things and damage people. It's not very nice.
And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that?
Oh no. Yeah, soul stuff are very shifty. You are quite right.
We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk.
Ooh.
Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
Now that's not bad. That's not a bad offer. But number one, do I go, I can do that. Number two, and if I find this Odorisi. Number three, do you have any idea what might have happened? Number four, if this is out there, stomping across the island and you're worried about some research? Or number five, fine if it gets me off this island. Seriously, mate. Okay. Okay, number two vote coming in straight away. Like to dig a little bit deeper just to know what we're getting into. I like it, I like it. Do you know what? The lion, Kiki, is moving around and adjusting just as much as the actual real life Kiki is. Kind of laying down for 1 minute, getting back up, running around, laying down, getting back up, running around. Oh, 4 to 5. Okay. Just something to kind of hurry up the process and make him just go, seriously mate, can you just assist us? Okay. I think, ooh, welcome to the person who's just joined the stream. You're watching us at YDK BTR. I say us, it's just me at the moment. Dave at YDK BTR play Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, which is the location of the world that we're based in. So welcome. Please feel free to join in upon the decision making that we have. So this is a sprawling RPG where you guys get to make the decision, basically decisions of what we do, where we go, and how we do things. So currently in the middle of making a decision about what we say to the governor of the current city we're in, offering us work. He's basically said that we need to go and look into and try and salvage his research into kind of, well, soul siphoning and stuff, so it's pretty shifty. And he's offered to fix our ship so we can get off the island in order that we do this. So, shoot to find his vote number 4. So do we go for number 1? I can do that. Number 2, and if I find this Odorisi. Number 3, do you have any idea what might have happened? Number 4, if this is out there stomping across the island and you're worried about some research? Or number 5, fine, if it gets me off this island. I'll just give it a one more minute, just to see what the pulse of the comment section is saying. I don't know what Zotty is doing, just waving a purple lantern at this this one person who just stood there taking it. Like, if that were me and I was just stood in a room where someone was just waving a lit lantern at you and it turns purple, I'd be getting the flip out of there straight away. But no, they're just there going, oh yeah, fair enough, let me just carry on with my notation, yeah. What on earth is going on? Okay, it seems to be split between 2 and 4 at the moment, so we'll do another coin flip. Heads is 2, tails is 4. Okay, it appears to be number 4.
Well, if Aeothis happens to strike down the council, perhaps then I will have time to spare for him.
Ooh. So Glorios lets out a sharp breath, evidently flustered by his own outburst. Jyoti is impassioned. She rubs a knuckle alongside the edge of a jaw, so this isn't going well between them.
Please do not repeat that. We each have our debts.
Ooh.
Whatever you believe is going on, you can see it for yourself. That is precisely what I want.
So he basically is trying to get us to go and salvage his research and also provide him with information on what AFS is doing. So what would you guys like to go for now? They are the same options, but minus the AFS option. So I can do that, and if I find this Odorisi, or do you have any idea what might have happened? Well, fine, that forgets me off this island. Starting to feel like this governor is not doing I mean, he's doing the best he can, but he's not doing a stunning kind of legal job of running this place. Starting to get a little bit of a shifty overtones with this guy. I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that. But obviously it's not me, it is you guys who are making the decisions. Okay, so we've got a couple of votes for 2 there. Okay, we'll give it a couple of minutes. I mean, in terms of it didn't necessarily go nowhere. The thing with this game is that when you select options like that, it tends to open up ones further down the line. So every kind of option that we pick now will have an impact further on down the line. It's really clever the way it's done. So because we've picked the AFS one, he's had an outburst, and Jyoti, voiced by the lovely Laura Bailey, is kind of reacting to that. It will have impacts further down the line if we ever come back to this island or ever do further dealings with the governor, which is likely to happen because we are in the Deadfire, so it is something that will impact further down the line. Just because it doesn't open up options at the moment, it doesn't necessarily mean that it won't come into play later on, which is why I love this game. It's just so clever the way it's done. Every single choice that you make has such an impact on the game, and it's so good. Okay, I think just judging by the comment section there, 2 seems to be where we are at the moment. So we'll go. Oh, my
Take
apologies.
his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
Okay, we'll just get this kind of going on, and because I'm
watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here.
Thank you very much, sir. But yeah, this guy seems a little bit kind of,
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
Oh. A discontented sound, she crosses her arms over her chest. So clearly what's happened before we arrived is that... So Jyoti's been trying to proposition the governor to obviously get this looked into. And obviously kind of get the ship repaired and look after everything and get it all sorted. But in terms of, it appears that he's been quite resentful to do so.
Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity?
Yeah. So he's allowing us inside the mine because we can basically help resolve the issue. But obviously he doesn't want the religious group to go in there because they may start causing some problems for him, because clearly, evidently, everything's not necessarily legitimate. But Clario darts a quick sour look in Jyoti's direction.
One more thing. If you should recover Odoriste's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
There we go. Okay, so that was very interesting because I've never actually done that conversation with Jyoti there before. The conversation went in a very different way last time I went there. It was quite kind of, it was very much a debate upon what would be the outcome for me, so what I would want in return. But a lot of that was very kind of subtextual. I like it. It's very nice how different that is. But, right, so as suggested before, we've now done shopping, we've done the governor, we will now go to the pub. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Where's the pub? Oh, hang on, let's see, just in case they've got any quests or anything while we're here. Oh, I got...
We have supplies here for the paying customer.
Oh, okay.
Have a look.
Just in case anything's different. Ah, right, so this is basically where you get your stuff for the ship. So you can have cannons, you can have medical repairs, just in case your ship sucks. It's very useful to kind of have Death's Maw. Ooh. Grants death runes? That sounds terrifying. What's a death rune? Oh wow, okay, sweet. That might not be something bad to come back to. Apologies, I got distracted there. Anyway, to the pub. To the pub. Ooh. Stop lagging, game. You're good. You're good, you can do it. Okay, so here is the pub. It's called the Kraken's Eye, which is always something that's worrying. But, anyway. Yeah, apologies for the lag there. Oh dear. I'm loving it. Look, I've just got a nice little kind of Harry Potter water bottle. Oh, look at that. Pick that bad boy up on, when was it? Friday? No? Friday? Sweet. And I've just put water all over my face. Oh, how did I do that? Absolute nightmare. Especially on a live stream, cure. But we are now in the Kraken's Eye. Oh, she is clearly drinking heavily. She's got a problem. Okay. Let's have some conversations and have a bit of a chat. Right, he's really talkative. Nice, what a guy. Okay, has anyone got anything to say to me? No? No? Doesn't appear like there's many talkative people around here. Ooh, the upper floor. Oh look, there's a newcomer.
Crew's getting antsy.
Maybe we cut them loose. We're not leaving anytime soon.
Ooh. Wonder what's going on here. No? Okay. So, I'm trying to get around to speak to this gentleman.
Sorry, we haven't any rooms for you.
Oh, what? No rooms?
Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
Oh, what a lovely gentleman. We've got ale, free beer. Right. Now, do we want to have a conversation with him, or do we just want to head off? So, how can you tell? Thanks. What is it? What's this about the rooms? What I really need is someone to fix my ship. Let me see what you have. So it's clearly a store, not a store. And what can you tell me about Port Mahe or Marge? I never know how to pronounce it. I always thought it was Mahe, but I mean the governor just pronounced it Marge. So I don't know. Or number 6. Do we want to leave? I feel like it might not be a bad idea to kind of see what he's got shopping, but obviously we don't have a lot of cash at the moment. But what would you guys like? Okay. So I'm really impressed by this little statue here. Kind of looks like Cthulhu's coming out of the walls. They're coming out of the walls. They're coming out of the goddamn walls. 50. Option 50. Option 5. Okay, certainly. Okay, yeah. Let's learn a little bit about
Guess you haven't exactly
Paul
seen
Mann.
the prettiest side of the place since you landed, right? It's the only town on the island, if you don't count Salahuzi, little Juana village out west.
So Juana are the basically kind of like Goliaths of this game.
Really is a decent place most days. Good trade, and plenty of money rolling in from Claudio's investors. Damn sight quieter than back home. But I don't have to tell you about the Deerwood.
No, the Deerwood, or Drywood as I like to call it, Deerwood, is where the previous game was set. It's pretty horrific stuff.
Sober. I could fix that for you.
So what about the rooms? Any chance you saw the fight between Rinko and Mokia? So about that quest, we can kind of get that started. Let me see what you have. I'd like to hire some crew onto my ship. Or know anyone looking for some coin? I need someone who can hold their own in a fight. So we can kind of get some people for the ship, or we can get some people for our party, or we can ask why it's called the Kraken's Eye, or we can say Turah. What we feeling? So, do you have any good plans for the weekend at all? Option 7. Let's see. Oh, okay, let's see what's called Kraken's Eye.
It was the glory of my fighting years. The beast pulled nearly 7 full crews into its belly before it was brought down. I was at the helm that day. And for that, my captain gifted me one of the beast's eyes.
Thor's eyes glitter with pride as he points to the wall just right of the counter. Wow.
My proudest moment and my dearest treasure. I would not part with it for all the world.
Okay.
Mokeho?
Let's kind of have a quick look just see if he's got any options for this one.
Got into a dust-up with, I expect. Yeah, I saw it. Made a real mess, they did.
Brutal.
The 2 of them were having a game of cards, far as I could see. Guess things between them soured in a hurry.
Ooh.
I kicked the Juana out, had a few men carry what was left of Rinko home.
Okay, so we go for. Do you know what started it? So they're playing playing against each other. Do you know Rinko? Well, that's all the questions I had. Appears like chat jumped in very swiftly there with 2, so we'll go for 2.
Think maybe Rinko wasn't expecting one of the Juana to know the game so well. He looked real nervous by the end.
Ooh. Potentially he was doing some kind of shifty cheating then, perhaps. But, right, okay. Anyone else would like to continue, or should we just continue on? What would you like to go for? I feel like we kind of been chatting around for number 1, okay.
Anything. Rinko doesn't know when to quit talking, and some of those Juana are real serious types. As far as I'm concerned, we owe the Storm Speaker for keeping the town in one piece. Don't mean I'd invite her people over for tea.
Brutal. Okay. So, I mean, we've been playing for a while, and we haven't really got out of the town, so we'll kind of head off for now. We'll come back later, I think, and we'll be able to have a bit of a chat. But look at that. Look at that. A Kraken's Eye. Oh, stunning. But we won't steal it. We won't be stealing the Kraken's Eye. This appears to be cooked, so we can get some food there if necessary. But I feel like what we should do now is actually get on to do some adventuring. Have some fun. So we'll come back to the city anyway, because we've got to turn in those quests. But what would you guys like to do? Would you like to go to the Juana village? Or would you like to go to the dig site? So if you guys want to type in the chat where you would like to go, we can get an adventure started instead of just watching me wander around the city for an hour. So we can either go to there. Oh, port shut. Thank you. We can travel to the other part of the port, so we can travel to the other part of the town, or as I say, we can completely head off. Okay, dig site appears to be the overwhelming thing at the moment. We'll give it a couple of minutes just in case. What I'll do is just turn the light on for a little bit of lighting, so bear for 1 second. There we go, there we go. There we go, you can actually see me now. Not just blind in the dark. Okay, so a couple for dig site. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes in case anyone else wants to throw in anything. Okay, no, it does appear to be dig site the overwhelming one here, so we'll leave on foot. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It'll take us an hour and a bit, but we'll come back and explore the city in a minute. So we've got to take on dig site. There'll probably be some people there who aren't necessarily meant to be there. We'll probably have to take down, but you know, hey, we're great in a fight. And we've got Jutty now for a bit of healing and a bit of monk power. Because, you know, monks in a fight. Unbelievable. Love this little loading screen. It's great, isn't it? Just a little kind of count up of things in the corner. Ooh. So the map's loading right now. Let's see where let's see where the dig site is. Because I can't actually remember when it loads. I don't know. There we go. Okay. It's having a bit of a moment. Oh, hang on. Might need to refresh it. Okay, it's having some problems. Oh no, it's just crashed. Oh, that's absolutely outrageous. Oh no, right, it's just crashed. Why is it always technical difficulties on our live streams? Oh, that is absolute nightmare. Okay. So, just bear for 1 second, guys, and we'll try and get this all back up and running. But to be fair, I think might just be a good time to leave it there, as it has just absolutely crashed upon me. So apologies, guys. But what we'll do is we'll try and load it back up. If it's successful, if it's not, I don't know. 1 second, guys. Okay, so we're just trying to load it back up there. The game completely crashed, so I've just tried to reset it. Just loading up into us leaving the city. So we'd like to go to the dig site. Oh, yeah, tell me about it. We should never leave town at all. That was clearly the problem. It was just trying to leave town. Oh, no, we haven't TPK'd. I don't think. I hope not. We'll find out in a minute. But it's just loading it through at the moment, unfortunately. A little bit of technical difficulty. Obviously, it's a massive game. And, well, you know, with our internet as it is, temperamental, does sometimes have some problems. But, I say, just currently on the loading screen, trying to get it all sussed back. But, so we wanted to go to the dig site. That's, okay. Okay, we'll do the dig site. As I say, what was going on there is kind of just running through the series of soul essence that they were kind of trying to manipulate. Okay, let's just get this back up and running. Okay, so we're back up and running. It is loading into the map as we speak, which is good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll work. Right, okay. Just trying to see where the dig site is. I can't quite remember where he said in the city surrounding the thing that it is. Oh, okay, not that way. Right, let's try and... So I think he said it was kind of over this. There we go. There it is. Right, so we've kind of got to go round and down, do we? Okay. I love this this adventure kind of series. Can we cut through the woods? Don't think we can. Right, would you guys like to go over the bridge and just straight there, or would you want to visit woods? What would you guys like to do? Now we're back up and running. Okay, let's have a look around. So, where we started was we went from here all the way up here. We got some caravan we killed because they were evil, and we went to Port Mahe. And now we're heading over to the dig site in order to save the governor's trades and problems. But we can go via the Upper Waro Woods to dig site across the bridge. Sweet. No worries at all. Yeah, it does look a little bit advising. So, right, we've got to go through a pass anyway. So, you know, let's see what happens here. Right. The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks even. The sparse plants to the immediate sides of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. So, do we want to use our perception and survival to search the area? Do you want to just continue on, not caring, or go back the way we came? Now, I believe, if I have a look here, our survival is 3 and stealth is +1 for Mercy. For Adar, it's survival 3 and stealth 2. And for Jyoti, it's again, I think 2 for survival, but no stealth. She's not the stealthiest. Okay, got a couple of 1s going on there. Couple of 1s. Just give it a minute just in case. So I said we can continue on the path, not caring, no care in the world. Or we can just go back the way we came, forget the dig site. Or try and find another way to the dig site. That forest looks a little bit kind of terrifying. Looks like a bear's just gone straight through. But it looks like a lion's favourite place to be. Okay, seems to be 1 of the overarching feel at the moment, so we'll go for 1. Who should we go for? Oh, it's perception even, not stealth. Oh, that was awful. Who should we use? I mean, Mercy's got the best stats for that. I said perception. I don't know why I looked at stealth. So perception is plus 14 because obviously we're ranger and druid, and survival because we're ranger druid, and I believe our background is in adventuring and being in forests and stuff. So being kind of like a ranger. So we've got quite good survival and perception there. Adar, naturally good perception because he needs to hit stuff, and his survival's okay, on par with mine. And Jyoti is kind of the worst at the three of us, but still not bad. So, who would we like to use for this? Which party member? Mercy? Mercy. Always use Mercy. Okay. Yeah, it's nice having Mercy low level again, isn't it? Let's be honest. So, for those of you who aren't aware, Mercy is a character which I haven't just pulled out of thin air. It is based upon Iruli's D&D character when we first met. It's adorable story. We met playing D&D, and this was her character. So she got to like a ridiculously high level, I think she was like level 20 druid with obscene stats. Like her spell save DC was 26 or something ridiculous. And she was a druid. But I've kind of mixed it with ranger because ranger in this game's fun. But it does appear to be Mercy the overarching feel. It is a success! Way! So, it takes you only a few moments to make sense of the chaos. No blood splatters suggest it was not a fight. And you easily identify the clawed prints of Zoros. The tracks seem recent. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled taut across the path and expertly covered in dirt. So, beyond a group of road figures cringe and cower at a nearby riverbend. Each is frozen in place, ashen and grey, like statues crafted of soot. So, do we want to use mechanics to disarm the trap? Do we just want to circumvent the trap, go around it? Or do we want to just go back the way we came? Now, I don't know how my mechanics are as Mercy. I don't think she's actually got mechanics, which is not good. Who has mechanics? Let's have a look. Mechanics. So, Adar's got 1 in mechanics. And that seems to be about it, really. We haven't got a strong mechanics feel. Okay, vote's been cast to circumvent the trap. Apologies for the amount of drinking today, guys. It's just absolutely brutal with the heat wave. Okay, it does appear to be 2. I can't believe in the news, like, France was getting up to something like low 40s or something. It was ridiculous. But okay, it appears to be 2 the main field at the moment, but we'll give it a minute just in case anyone wants to change their mind or other people would like to vote. You can hear the Dagoos in the background. They normally live in this room, but because obviously we have a live stream and all you can hear is the of the Dagoos, as you would say. Dagoos. Okay. But yeah, so we've had to move them out because, well, of the racket, which is sad. Oh, one of the Dagoos as well bit their tail off. So they bit the tip of their tail off. So it's just like a flat end. I was so panicked. So I got a kind of a calming plug for them as well. Oh, I've never had that. I've never had a pet that's bitten off its own, well, part of its own tail. It was a nightmare. Okay, 2. So 2 appears to be want to circumvent the trap. You leave a well-travelled path and pick your way through the wilderness, eyes searching ahead you for additional traps. You hear a series of quiet chirps and growls ahead, which was terrifying, and you make out the movement of small forms through the undergrowth. Do you draw your weapons and attack, or do we sneak closer and observe? Yeah, I know, how terrifying was that noise? Right, so this is where stealth came in, so we all know everyone's stealth. So we've got a good kind of stealth of 1. Adar, obviously, as a rogue's got that double, 2. And, well, Jyoti's not really stealthy. That's a classic cleric move. Oh, right. Oh, the effects weren't me. Oh, no. The effects were the game. It was sublime, but thank you very much for thinking I'm that good. But yeah, the tail thing was terrifying. I mean, she's fine. Don't get me wrong. She's okay. But she's just like bitten. I think she's nibbled the end of a tail off, which was kind of sad. I mean, she's okay. She's still got the rest of her tail, and she'll live. But apparently, it's just so apparently it's a trait that Dagoos can have. Who knew? Apparently, it's just a personality type where they just eat their own tail. But apparently, it's predominantly in males, so they're not quite sure why a female's got it. But you know. Never mind, it's one of those things. So I've got them a plug-in that is full of pheromones and calming smells, so it should calm them down. Okay, we'll go for 2. We'll sneak a little bit closer. You get closer, and you find, what on earth is that? What? Okay, you creep closer, parting the grass for a better view, and you find the scariest flipping humanoid in the world. Mr. Godzilla's nephew is standing on the other side of the thing. A handful of Zorups hiss and snap at one another, shaking their spears in a scaled fist. They stand over the apparent source of their argument, a small pile of loot likely stolen from other travellers. Yeah, it does look a bit koboldy, doesn't it? But, I mean, it looks more like lizard folk from, like, kind of, well, creepy lizard folk. Do we send Kiki in to distract them like the hero she is? Do we ambush and attack them? Or do we leave? What would we like to do? Now, there is a small pile of loot, so if we do attack them, maybe we get a portion of that loot. If we send Kiki, she may get some beneficial from there, or may kill her. Or can't risk Kiki. Aww. Looking after the dog. I don't actually have the dog. Well, she's a dog in real life, not a lion. Incredible. Okay. So what are we feeling? What would we like to do? Would we like to send the lion Kiki in to distract them? Would we like to ambush and attack? Or would we like to leave? I mean, 2 out of 3 of these, Kiki's having a great day. So, 1, okay. So we've got to vote in for 1. We've got to vote in for kind of sneaking, ambushing, and attacking. Maybe just a minute in case. You know what? I'm quite disappointed that I don't have Kiki down here and I can't increase her stats on this. I feel like she'd be great at stats. Oh, what? Okay, we're sending Kiki in. Fine. So Kiki in. After a quiet nuzzle, Kiki sets off. Shortly thereafter, the Zorups stop their fighting at the sound of a noise some distance away. They chase off after it, but you're confident your companion can easily outpace them. Good work, Kiki. With the Zorups gone, you're able to collect what they left behind. Yay, free loot. You discover a few coins, a tattered cloak, and an old stiletto. I don't know why they wanted high heels, but they did. We've gained 9 copper pyre. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Put in the stash. We've got a cape. Oh, yes. And we've got a stiletto. Oh, I love a cape. I absolutely love a cape. Right. I do hope Kiki can make it back. Let's go to the dig site. Oh, hang on. There's a shiny thing. There's a shiny thing. Okay, cool. Sweet. Sorry, as soon as there's shiny stuff, it means I probably should have said that instead of going, oh, there's a shiny thing, So when there's a shiny thing, it means you collect resources from that area, which is cool, like fruit. So when you rest, you can chow down on fruit and get the benefits, really. I do like this kind of screen. So the characters who are the main ones in the screen there, the little blue furry creature, the tall human, which is actually Adar, they're all the characters, well, some of the characters who you can have as companions. So 2 of these are actually Matt Mercer. The Adar, who we know, the blonde gentleman with the sword, and the mage who was using Firebolt as well. That's voiced by Matt Mercer also. Oh, look at that, a cheeky level up. Right, guys. This is what we need. We need some level up. Okay. So, I mean, where we're at, really with ourselves here, we can improve our stealth skill, which is good. So I have the total of the party so far is 3. So if we increase that, that'll go to 4, which is nice. Or we can use it for things like alchemy, explosives, for example. Yeah, everyone goes after the shiny things first, don't we? It's the natural order of things. I feel like kind of what we do need is a bit of a bump to things like Arcana, because we're not really a very magic-based thing, so we don't really have anyone to do that. Despite, well, that or traps. Probably traps, because I'm planning to hopefully get someone on side later down the line who will be able to fulfill that role. In terms of passive skills, what do we want to feel? Well, what do you guys think? I'll hand passive over to you guys, actually, I think. The only reason I chose the active skill was because we are lacking and there are certain things that you do need down the line. But passive skill, what would you guys think we should be better at? I'd probably say the choices are realistically between kind of getting better at diplomacy, bluff, or insight. So what do we think? Diplomacy, bluff, or insight? Really there. I mean, just look at that hair though. That is absolutely stunning. Look at the moon. Love the godlike. They're absolutely fantastic. Insight? So, okay, so we've got between insight and diplomacy at the moment. Let's see if anyone else wants to jump in. So, kind of diplomacy can be used to negotiate and get out. It's like the kind of, well, I suppose persuasion in D&D 5e really, but bluff's kind of like the deception, and insight's insight really. Okay, we'll flip a coin. I flipped it without even deciding which side was which. That was genius. Right, so if we go diplomacy as the gentleman in the hat, and we go for insight as the gentleman without the hat, it is no hat. So we are getting a buff to our insight. Good work, us. And now we get to choose a skill. Right. We did upgrade last time in terms of Ranger because we got a buff to our... it got a buff to Kiki, in fact, actually, I believe. Did we? I believe we did. Can't remember. So we've got kind of basically all these skills. We've got Nature's Mark, which is kind of, it makes them easier to hit. It's like Fairy Fire, but for a singular target, I believe. Or we've got kind of some kind of passive skills. We can get some spells like Charm Beast, or we can kind of do more of a Ranger feel. And because we are still on this level, I don't think we can get level 2 yet. I don't know. Oh, or we can try and attempt to heal, but I don't think we can do those yet. So we can kind of buff Kiki level by giving sneak attack damage, where you can give them resistance to stuff. We can improve their armor. We can make them deal more damage. What? That's amazing. So let's have a quick look what we can do. So because we are here, we can basically kind of give ourselves some monastic training. I don't really know why we do that. I'd probably say let's go for a bit of vicious companion. To be fair, we might as well bump Kiki up, seeing she's always in the field. So she is like straight in, always the way. Kind of frontline troop. She's really the only frontline troop we've got at the moment. Okay, let's have a quick look. So, these are kind of the skills we've got at the moment. Now, I'll say these are overall what we've got on this character, which is sweet. But everyone gets the level up, which is awesome. So, let's increase Monsieur Mercer. For this one, just very quickly going to blast through. Realistically, what we probably need for him is a little bit more of that, and his stealth needs to increase as a rogue. Like seriously, honestly, mate, sort your life out. So, do we want to increase the fighter or the rogue style? I mean, fighter, we've got things like you can hit better with this one, basically. You can hit more often. I believe we've already got knockdown, but I'm not sure. So we can knock things down, or we can get monastic training, so unarmed fighting. We can increase his speed. We can get extra weapon slots for him. Or we can get crippling strike, which we've already got, sorry. Or we can get escape, so it basically is like dodge or evade or disengage, does all those things. Or we can get something like kind of sneak attack. We can unlock sneak attack for him. We can get backstab, defensive roll, so he becomes immune to damage. What we feeling? Ooh. Fighter? Okay. Feel a little bit of a fighting feel. Okay, we've got fight or escape. Is there something that covers both? Something the fighter that can do. I suppose inspiration, but no, it's not really helping escape. I don't think we've got something to cover both. Okay, we'll just flip the coin again. So, hat is fighter, tail is escape. Okay, that is hat. So, we've got something fighter. So, on this one, I mean, I'll probably go for the ability because we don't really need an extra weapon slot at this point. We can always get that further down the line if we get something interesting. But realistically, I don't know why he'd need more than the ones he's already got. I really think kind of these are a bit trash. So we'll unlock this one for now. We'll get that. Oh. Don't know what it's doing. So this basically just makes him kind of focus in and hit things a lot quicker and better. And lastly, we'll upgrade Jyoti. So again, for this one, I'll very quickly blast through these just so she can kind of get a bit better. Her stealth does need to go up just so we get a party good average just in case. Also, her insight can be increased as well, just because as she's got high insight abilities. So this is the first time we are updating her. So we've either got cleric, priest, where we can kind of get some healing abilities. So we can get things like you can basically, what this does is if an enemy is low on health, you can make them take even more damage. You can daze enemies, so stun them for a period of time. You can heal allies in an AoE, which is sweet. You can stop conditions. You can grant inspiration, which is nice, but I wouldn't say it's better than healing. You can punish targets for their sins and deal piercing damage by their sins. You can call for more inspiration, or you can command an enemy to stop. Or we can get, what's that do? A bonus to proficiency, hatchet proficiency, what? She automatically learns the following spells. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, I might have to make that decision because that is just unbelievably good. Especially as, I mean, I think Restore's in there. No, Restore isn't, but it is. Holy Power, is that in there? Spice Fiction? Okay, I might have to go for that just because of the amount of spells she learns. because that is, well, obscene, really. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, does that mean she's already got it, I think? I don't know. Or we can get an actual weapon slot. What would you guys like? I'm feeling restore, because I believe we must have already had that if it's not letting me select it. Again, I've never had her as a priest, so I'm not sure. I think I had her... No, I had her as priest, I didn't have her as monk, but I didn't go down this path. But what do we feel? Do we want some restoration, so some healing? Do we want some attack for Bards of Condemnation? Or do we want to be a bit more monk-like and have Fist of Fury? Heal stuff. Okay. Do we want to kind of do powerful attacks and knock them back? Or do we want to... I think we've already... Right, does it? Oh yes, does already have. I probably should have looked at that. I didn't. I was too busy excited about the amount of spells. Thank you, Sheep. I appreciate that. I'll be able to kind of keep track of that in future. But, okay, so we've got a couple of votes for heals. Alright, we'll go for some heal feel. Oh, what? Do we already have that? Oh, we already have that as well. Right, okay. I don't know why I'm getting used to this, guys, honest. Okay, if you already have that, then I'll probably make a call and say, let's do that, because it's funny. So they get punished for their sins, because it's hilarious. My apologies, guys. As I say, I haven't played this game in a very long time. But what it appears to have... Oh, no. Jolty bends double, hands resting briefly on her knees before she wipes sweat from her brow. Huffing to catch her breath, she glances up at you with a bright smile. You've gained item Copper Pyre. The item was put in your stash.
If you'll spare me a minute, I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls.
Oh, no.
Please, Watcher. Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
Okay, so, do we say there are no departed souls here? Or number two, kind of encourage her and go, I'll allow it. Go, what happens if they can't find the light? Or we don't have time for this, Jyoti. What would you like to do? Okay. Getting a bit of a 3 and a bit of 2. Give it a minute just in case anyone else wants to jump in. Okay. Right, okay. Yeah, that's fine. You guys have come to an admirable conclusion. So we'll go 3.
They'll be lost, never making it to hell and back. Or they'll wander and eventually find their way, lifetimes after they should have.
Her jaw takes on a determined set, and she straightens, ready to work.
That's supposing they ain't a follower of Aethys. What do you reckon happens to them folks in hell when the god of rebirth is deader than a doornail?
Ooh. So, should we say, these people had their souls sucked out by Aethys. The corpses are just empty husks. Number 2, another god will handle their rebirth. Number 3, I'll allow it. Oh, number 4, we don't have time for this. Now, the reason I've gone through this again, normally I would go, because, as I say, chat has decided to go for the I'll allow it, but we have just had 2 other options open up. So, were you still happy to go for the I'll allow it, or would you like to pursue any other field? Look at that. It's like these two don't even have a care in the world. Just there looking over a mine full of dead people. Not even caring. Okay, still allow it. Still allow it. Okay. Alright, we'll go for that one then. So she grins happily, the two intent with 2 intense strides forward, she unsheathes her sickle and lantern, fluidly swinging each in a series of well-practiced movements. Chanting, wearing weapons, slicing the air, Jyoti's voice lilts and falls in an invocation, a summons to any departed lingering in the area.
This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light.
What an invocation. Swinging the lantern faster and faster, Jyoti plants her thighs wide and then thrusts her arms up high over her head. The lantern rattles in her grip, and the light from within flares blindingly bright in the silence. You held your breath. It almost seems like a soul should sift up from within one of the corpses, quivering in the air before siphoning into the lantern's fading brilliance. But as the ashen bodies are bereft of souls, so in the end, Jyoti's light fades without acquiring anything. Do I say number 1, no good? Number 2, lie and say, you got one, make her feel better. Number 3, say nothing. Or number 4, walk away. What are you feeling? We're going to be nice to Jyoti? She's part of our crew and she will be hanging around for, well, as long as she allows it. Number 4, just walk away. Okay. Okay. So she will be around for as long, I mean, unless we have any huge disagreements, she may go. But, you know, we can always replace them. There are many people out there willing to join. Number 3. Okay, okay. Say nothing, walk away. It is a super early vote. Okay, we'll flip it again. So let's go for number 4 is jump with hat. Number 3 is the jump without the hat. Okay, it's jump without a hat, so we're saying nothing.
It's my honored duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Aethys dead, me and the other reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can.
And you're doing a bang-up job of collecting absolutely nothing.
We'll keep him safe until Gon returns to hell and can take him into his divine embrace.
So, do we go for number 1? What do you mean? Or do we go number 2? Rub the dirt from her cheek. Oh, apologies guys. So sorry. Number 2, okay, so we're rubbing dirt from a cheek. It appears to be... Okay, okay. Give him a minute just in case anyone else would like to jump in and join. Welcome to the stream, the person who's just joined us watching. We're playing Pillars of Eternity Deadfire 2. Sorry, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, I always get that name wrong. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, even. Where you guys get to make the decisions upon what happens. So we're currently in a choice. So Jyoti, monk cleric for the party, has just performed a ritual in order to take the souls from the husks which are lying around into the afterlife. It hasn't actually worked, but she doesn't know that. So we're just basically at the moment kind of going, what do you mean? Trying to kind of encourage her, or we're kind of rubbing the dirt from her cheek. It appears like chat so far is just rubbing the dirt, so we'll go for that one. Our blush spreads hot beneath your thumb, and Jyoti glances away, no longer able to meet your gaze, but her lips curve into a pleased smile.
I'm keeping lost souls. And here.
She taps the metal frame of the lantern.
And that's all I care to say for now. Let's go.
She nods before setting off. Okay. So in here, there is always some treasure. Okay, we'll just quickly grab some stuff. Okay, so what I'll do, guys, is I think we will leave it here just while we're about to enter the mine. So thank you very much for watching the live stream today. My name's Dave from YDK BTR. Please feel free to watch any of our other videos on YouTube. Leave a like and a comment, and subscribe to our channel for further videos. One should be going up hopefully in the next week or so. I know I said that last time, but unfortunately life's got in the way. But so we are currently editing a video that should be going out probably this week or early next week. But I say, just keep up to date. Hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of any videos that do get uploaded, or any of our live streams that do go live. We do tend to do live streams on a Sunday. It was 5 o'clock. It's now starting to be 8 o'clock, just due to our schedule of late. So I'd probably say for the foreseen future, probably will be 8 o'clock. So 8 PM for our live streams. But thank you very much for joining. You guys have had a lovely time, and we will definitely do part 3 of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Got it. But we'll do that at some point soon. May not be next week, depending on if Ironi's back joining us, depending on how she's feeling. But we will carry on this series. Thank you very much. You guys have a lovely rest of the evening. Bye.